It's Week 11 of the National Football League.
And we've got CeeDee Lamb. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first carry here for their running back. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Daniels. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Lance. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Lance going to throw. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Up the middle they go. Dixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And Lance now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw is Daniels. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cowboys offense and CD Lamb ready to take over once more. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 3rd and 3. Now Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Lance to throw it. That's taken in by Franklin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Lance on the bootleg. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Off the play fake, Daniels. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Daniels. Coming across, and he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your prep.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Looking to throw. Lance.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw. Lance.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Dixon. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Looking to throw. Lance. Throwing middle, and it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 2nd and a couple, as they've got it as we resume action.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Operating from the gun. Lance. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead.
So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. And that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
To the air goes Daniels.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Working from the gun, Lance. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Lance. And he fires one, but incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field now, the Commanders offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Here's Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Throwing now is Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun now on third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin, and he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2nd and 2.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. To throw is Daniels.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, and it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. The Saints locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll jet north to Ohio to check in on the Browns at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. The Browns trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Palmer, a touchdown reception. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Lance. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
The Lance going to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Now Lance on the option right.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, Dixon. Now, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
To throw, it's Lance. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Lance. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Daniels looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Throwing now is Daniels. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Second and 9. Back to throw, Daniels. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Looking to throw, Daniels. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Trey Lance leading his offense out for this next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Shotgun now for Lance. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To the air goes Daniels. Complete, it's Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Daniels. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. A
Up the middle they go. Dixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now a play fake. Lance. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And Lance now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
We have played 3 quarters. Back now at Commanders Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They run over center with Mitchell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Daniels. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now Lance. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Working from the gun, Lance had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Play action, now it's Daniels. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Daniels. His throw incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing now is Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Lance. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this to the 44-yard line. Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Lance. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Dixon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Lance.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Dixon. There's a nice move. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Back to throw. Lance. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Washington offense going back to work. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. On 4th down, here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dixon. And he's got it down to the 28. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Operating from the gun, Lance. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance, he finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain an 11-point spread. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he's brought down. To throw is Daniels. And his throw is incomplete.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And that is no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Daniels going to throw for it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Dixon.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Down to a knee goes Lance, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Dallas, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week.